Big Global family, how are you guys doing? It's another week for us to gist, for us to, rub minds together. Welcome to another episode of Big Global News. So this week we have a lot in store for you this week. So it's your girl, Dr. Olabisi. You can call me Dr. Olabisi, you can call me Dr. Ola, you can call me Ola, Dr. Ola. Any one of it, it's okay with me, So welcome. So before we continue, let me shout out to my people, Big Global family. If you have been following us from the start of this YouTube channel, from the start of us impacting. So the first update that we're going to be talking about today is corona. So it's corona that everyone is talking about. People have been fighting this corona in different ways. For me, the way I'm fighting it right now is for me to stay indoors. It's for me to stay inside my room and then lock it and then sanitize, wash as much as possible. When I go out, I'm so paranoid about this somehow because I go out and just stay 2 meters away from me, please. Just move 2 meters away from me. And some people are saying 1 meter, some people are saying 3 meters. Please, if you know how many meters it is in your area, because what I find out is that different countries try to implement different rules about this social distancing. About the coronavirus map, more than 1.6 million tested positive for this COVID-19, and more than 100,000, not 10,000, have died from this COVID-19. This is, this is getting out of hands already. When this thing started December, like, it's just Wuhan, it's happening in China, even China, that the whole thing started from right now, more than 3,000 dead. Well, now we have more than 100,000. We need your intervention, Lord. So let's talk about the top 3 countries based on the COVID-19, cases. The first country that have the highest is actually United States of America. So the second country that actually have the highest positive patients is actually Spain. Third country is actually Italy. 3 countries based on the COVID-19 cases. We have US, we have Spain, and then we have Italy. So the top 3 countries, based on the death from COVID-19, fatality, death from COVID-19, the top 3 countries. First one is actually Italy. I told you, Italy is on the map of everybody's this thing. Followed by USA. Can you believe it? The third country is Spain. So for the COVID-19 death, we have Italy, we have USA, and then we have Spain. This week is about the stimulus package that every country is actually, trying to stimulate their citizens with. We call it COVID-19 stimulus package. So every country is actually, putting something into the society to help their citizens that are being locked down during this COVID-19. So that, we shouldn't be running from COVID-19. And no one can go and strike. Starvation is real. Starvation is real, oh. And some people actually turn this starvation to fasting and prayer. I'm like, no, that is hunger strike. So stop. If you're not in the mood of prayer, you just want to turn the whole thing to let's fast. You starve and die, oh. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't fast and pray this time around. This is actually the best time for you to actually fast and pray, because you are indoor, you don't have much of distractions, going to work and seeing people eating food, and you don't have those kind of distractions. So you can stay indoor and fast as much as possible. Can you believe in this time that people are actually finding safety from COVID-19? Health workers are being attacked in India. Are you kidding me? What have we done to you? As in, being a doctor, it's very, it's painful. means that people you really want to care about, you want to take care of, you want to save from COVID-19, they are attacking you. What kind of life is this? God help us in this world. So in India, they are attacking health workers. You come to their house to check on them, if there's a case in their area, to quarantine people, to take their names, contact, you need to follow up with contact with any confirmed case. And people are attacking the health workers. Hey, Heavenly Father, save us. So please, this is a message to India government. Please, help us convince Indian people or areas that these things are actually happening, that they should try to welcome people that wants to save them. COVID-19 is not smiling with anybody. It's not smiling. So please welcome the health workers to help you out. Cooperate with them so that they'll be able to help you instead of attacking them. Thank you. One couple in India, they gave birth to twins, one boy, one girl. During the week, they gave birth to twins. So this couple, they decided that during this COVID-19, the lockdown had been too much on them, and they were not able to maybe get out, do many things, the lockdown, and then everything happening about COVID-19. So they decided to name the two children, two babies, one Corona, the other one COVID. So I'm just sensing that Corona will be the lady. So when this Corona thing is over, now Corona, when the kids, when they grow up, when they ask, Mommy, Daddy, what was wrong with you? Why will you call us virus? Virus that is actually killing people here and there. Why will you call us virus? So I'm guessing that the girl will be Corona and the baby boy will be COVID. Corona, COVID, Corona, COVID, Corona, COVID. Let's talk about the TV show that is all over the place right now, talking about COVID-19 in Asia. There's a movie called My Secret Terriers that was actually released by Korean movie recently. It's actually about hospital settings. It's actually in hospital settings, and people said it's talking about coronavirus, and it was released 2018, and COVID-19 happened in 2019 ending around December. So people are actually saying, go and watch this movie. Actually, the movie is on Netflix, so please go and watch if you're curious about what they actually said about what the movie actually said about COVID-19. So I haven't watched the movie. Let me be clear about this. I haven't watched the movie because I couldn't be on Netflix. UK people actually took their time out during the week to clap, to clap and appreciate their health workers, the front liners that are actually fighting this COVID-19 for them. So please let other countries look into this so that their citizens will be able to appreciate their health workers. They'll be able to appreciate their doctors. They'll be able to appreciate their nurses, their medical technologists, their pharmacists, the radiologists, everyone involved in fighting this COVID-19 for them. They should be able to come, appreciate them. So during the week, there was fire on the mountain in Hungary. In Hungary, there was fire on the mountain because the Prime Minister of Hungary just decided to use this COVID-19 as cover up to stay in power. Whereas everyone is just trying to protect themselves. Everyone, it was just like, the moment they stay COVID-19, he will stay in power. There will be no election. There will be no removal of him from power. And he actually put down some laws to cover it, as in to protect himself, so that he will stay on power the moment this COVID-19 was still going on. So that kind of person will still be praying, God, let this COVID-19 continue, let it continue. Whereas every other person in this world are praying for COVID-19 to pack and go. London actually built an hospital. They actually built an hospital this week. I think it took them how many days? If you know how many days it took them, because I can't really, I can't really remember, but few days though. It took them few days because China laid down the rules and everyone was just following, like follow the leader, follow the leader. So China did it and UK did it last week. The hospital was actually 4,000 beds. Wow, 4,000 beds are actually in the hospitals. So they built it in just few days. Please, what are African countries doing? Let's start from there. What about Africans? We don't want 4,000. You can maybe 1,000. Start with 1,000. 1,000 bed space, then go from there. One cruise ship, Ruby Princess, actually landed in Australia this week, and they allowed the people in there to actually get out. Like Diamond Princess, they actually put them in that ship, they quarantine them in that ship for how many days? 14 days. But this one, they just landed and they allowed them to go out. Hi, you know what? Many people from that cruise ship are actually tested positive already. More than 130 people for now are tested positive. More than 2,000 of them are COVID. Altogether, we have 2,700 passengers. More than 2,000 are COVID. Right now, they were able to reach few of them, and out of the few of them they tested, 130 people have tested positive. So is that hopefully COVID-19 to Australia? So Australian man was actually charged to court for fighting in supermarket. I don't blame him. This time is survival of the fittest. You go to supermarket, you grab whatever you can grab. It's survival of the fittest. When I grab it, it's mine. But the fight actually happened between him and other shoppers, because he was just grabbing everything. He won't allow them other people to actually have some. So they actually had him, and then he was a fighting, which happened in supermarket in Australia. So please, as much as possible, be reasonable when you want to shop. We know we are in COVID-19 and everywhere is locked down. We need food, but be considering and consider other people. Be reasonable when it comes to shopping and keeping things at home. Don't just go and bring the whole supermarket into your own house. Thank you. This week, the way Trump is actually reacting. He's actually reacting to COVID-19 right now has changed from before. It was like a Chinese virus. Before it was like it's a virus. Before it was just like what are they doing? We are testing a lot of people. We are the highest testing country in the whole world. He was proud of it. Now he was just like, this thing is getting out of hand though. What should we do? So he's involving a lot of health workers, a lot of public health workers, a lot of doctors. Like, guys, this is Madam Power. Please help. What is going on here? So Trump is actually talking this week mostly about how they're going to flatten the curve. The curve we're talking about, coronavirus curve, COVID-19 curve. Just going up. The thing wasn't even planning to bend and start coming down. This week, one Harvard professor, Professor Charles Lindbergh, was actually arrested in his office in Harvard recently, and people have been lamenting, shouting on internet. He was arrested because of COVID-19. He carried the COVID-19 from US to Wuhan, China, and that's why he was arrested. So he's the one that was cultivating the COVID-19, the virus. You know what? In Big Global Family, what do? We impact, and we talk about verified news. So let me tell you what really happened with this Professor Dr. Charles Lindbergh. Is actually a professor, yes. He's even the chairman of the Department of Biology and the Chemistry in Harvard. What they actually arrested him for is because he is being paid by Chinese government to help them set up lab as scientists, foreign scientists in Wuhan, China. But he didn't declare his new job. He didn't declare his new job in US. And they were like, what is he concealing? What is he hiding? How come he can't just declare, okay, I'm receiving salary from somewhere else? Because he's receiving a lot of, bulky salary from US as the Harvard professor. And he's getting another bulky salary from Chinese government. But he didn't want to tell US government that he has anything to do with China. But they saw him always going back and forth, US, China, US, China. So they actually arrested him for questioning that, okay, what is he doing with Chinese government and why is he not declaring that he has something to do with Chinese government? That is just the reason he was actually arrested. UK Prime Minister, we'll talk about him. He was actually tested positive for this COVID-19. He was admitted into ICU, intensive care unit. Within the week, he stayed there for I think 3 days, and then he was, sent home. And then this thing persistent because he thought, oh, I will be able to continue with my government. I will be able to rule UK. Let me just go back home and rest. I will self-isolate. Then when the symptoms, COVID-19, they will give you a few days of rest and he will come back. So when the symptoms came back, he ran back to hospital. He was admitted. I hope he's alright. I'm praying for him, sincerely. One young doctor was interviewed in New York. And this doctor she said she's feeling like dying. That she has never seen this before. She's actually in a residency. You be doctor. After you finish your med school, you go for clerkship. From clerkship, you go for postgraduate internship. After postgraduate internship, then you go for residency training. That's when they will train you as doctor. You'll be collecting salary as resident doctor, and you will be trained. This lady is in the residency training in US, in New York. She said she feels like dying. Like before this COVID-19 actually COVID. So this doctor said on normal days, like normal weeks, during her residency she started before this COVID-19, they only call code 99 only once a week. When there's code 99 in an hospital in New York, that means someone needs resuscitation. Someone is going into cardiac arrest, and in the layman terms, someone is going to die. Is showing sign of dying. So they call code 99 so that every medical personnel around will rush to that place to save their life. But this doctor said before COVID-19 it was one code 99 in a week. But when this COVID-19 started, my God, this coronavirus is over. They have to call code 99 20 times, at least 20 times a day. 20 times a day. You know how severe that would be on doctors. Code 99, and sometimes to resuscitate even one patient, it will take hours because you have to do CPR, and you get tired, all your muscle. You know what? God save us. And in the same hospital, it was just capacity, as in beds and capacity for only 280 patients. Now, more than 500 patients are occupying the space for 280 patients. Oh, we need God's intervention in United States right now. This may be funny, but you can't say, oh, my country is safe, my country is this. Even US was like that before. I don't know, it was just China, it was. But now, it came to them like that too. So let's just pray for each other. My people. If you're African, please bring your head, how many of them do you have? Two. Bring it closer to me because this concerns you very much. Can you believe it? Hi, disrespect of highest order. I can't even start with the whole gist because I can't believe that this is happening. Can you believe two French doctors talking on French, TV, try to talk about this COVID-19. What are they doing to curb the whole situation, to reduce the death rate, to reduce the cases and everything? You know what? These two doctors decided deciding the fate of Africa on TV. Something that has nothing to do with them. They're French, not like they're half African in anywhere. They say, we need to start testing the COVID-19 vaccine on human being. Try us. And they decided, both of them, they are talking maybe on Zoom or something. It was actually a conference call on TV, but it was live TV. And they said, let's take the test to Africa and start testing them. Let's test the vaccine on Africans. And one of them was saying, just the same way they tested, the vaccine for Ebola, for HIV. We should take the same, COVID-19 testing for the vaccine to Africa and go and start testing. Hey, you know what? You know what happens to all these trials and this thing? Like lab rat. They pick this one, they inject, and it doesn't work. Maybe that one is there, they throw. Pick another one, they inject, throw. And for you to be tested with the vaccine, at least you have the virus. You have to have the virus. So they will go and inflate us with the virus there. And then start testing. In the lab rat. Test tube, drop. And I actually heard that Congo is actually trying to accept. They're thinking, let's just say thinking, as in Congo as a country in Africa. They are thinking about it. Please, how many cases of COVID-19 does Congo as a country has? Very little. Even as a continent, we are not even up to any of these things. Africa was the last continent COVID-19 actually visited. Because COVID-19 was just like, leave those, those people in Africa. The immune system was too strong. So please leave us alone until they started importing from UK, from US, Italy into us. Start putting it on our face. That's when we start having COVID-19. But still, it's not still like the rate of every other place. So you just want to bring the whole vaccine, come and put it on our face, turn us to Rabra. Please, if you're Congolese, start testing on this thing. Maybe even if you can, start writing to your government. Don't accept this thing though. Please. And we Africans, we need to stand up for ourselves somehow. Because these people just see us like, oh, very cheap this thing. We will bring the disease to them and we will bring the vaccine. We just pick them as lab rats, use them, dump them, and this, we need to start respecting ourselves. And please, Westerners, start cutting us some respect. We need due respect. You can't just decide some other people's face. Where is human rights self? They're supposed to do something about these two doctors. Have they consulted the ambassador in their own country, as in African countries ambassador in France, before they come on TV and start saying all this? Have they consulted with the president in Africa? No? Okay. Please. And out of all these things that Africans are actually accepting and just, don't worry, they won't do it, they will go there as scientists and invade the whole place and start giving citizens some money and start injecting them before the government even know. So this week, there was a video floating around, let's continue this part with what the two French doctors you actually did on TV. There was a video of Nigerian ambassador to China collecting the passport of his citizen from Chinese officers. We should have seen the video, maybe somehow, where the ambassador of Nigeria is actually getting the passport of his citizen from Chinese officers. Hey, God, what a disrespect. Africans, we need to start waking up and stop easily forgiving and easily letting things go. Because your citizens will be taken for granted. How would they even get passport of US citizen from them? For how many? Hey, that wasn't want the right of US. But they can easily do it to African countries and they will just go scot-free. you know what, we need to start standing up for ourselves. What happened in China? The government sent their officers with policemen to go to houses, African people houses, to harass them, get them out of their houses, seize their passports, and tell them if you don't go to hospital for quarantine, and if you don't go for us to give you vaccine to take, we won't give you your passport. I think vaccine should be voluntary, right? You don't want to get this, it should be voluntary. And even if it's involuntary, like they will have to make it compulsory. Everybody should have it in China now. The citizen, Westerners, everybody, Africans, everybody should have it. Not just you attacking Africans, going into their houses, using forces, getting their passport from them, and telling them they must go and get vaccine. Who does that? And Chinese government didn't even consult the ambassador of African countries before doing that. The Nigerian ambassador heard about this. He went to one big house and they've arrested 3 Nigerians, got their passport using forces. The police are using forces on them. Then ambassador got them. Give me the passport of my countrymen. This is not, Nigerian passport is not the property of Chinese government. You're not supposed to hold it. Give it to me. And you know what? Chinese government was just like, hey, what is going on here? They know what they are doing. But if the ambassadors of African countries are not standing for their people, that's when they carry hand. This is not only happening in China, other places, all over the world, in Asia, everywhere. Please, let's stand up for each other. And please, our ambassadors, our embassies, please, not every Africans are criminals. At least listen to their cases somehow and stand for them. Please, thank you. So, this is Tokyo 2020. We talked about it last time that it has been postponed to 2021. But I said I'm going to update you about, the specific date. So, Tokyo 2021. Not 2020 anymore, 2021. We actually come up July 23 to August 8, 2021. Please don't forget, keep the date. As Big Global family, you know what? I want us to actually, go together, have fun, if possible. So please, comment below if you will be there. Tokyo 2021. Okay, it's coming up 23 July to August 8, 2021. Alright. But before I leave, I want to leave you with this. Please comment below. Comment below. How are you handling this lockdown? Everywhere is lockdown. How are you handling this lockdown in your area? This COVID-19 lockdown. What are the activities you are doing so that we will be able to exchange ideas? What are you doing to keep up with time? And then what I'm doing to keep up with time, so that we teach each other what we're doing, tell each other what we're doing. In Big Global family, we watch out for each other. Okay. Then the second question I need you to comment on is, where do you think COVID-19 will be the last place to visit in the world? Last place for COVID-19 to visit. Because it's all over the place, but we still have few places like you're still watching and like, where should I go? So where do you think COVID-19 will be the last place to visit? So what do we do in Big Global family? We impact and profit follows. So thank you so much, Big Global family, for being there for us, for being our rock, for being our help throughout this, COVID-19. We're having fun, even though, it's not that fun being locked indoors, being locked down, no events, but we're still having fun with you guys. Please wash your hands and then use alcohol-based sanitizer if you can find running water and soap, and try as much as possible to disinfect your environment. Disinfect, clean. Everywhere you go, that people are using like ATM machine, elevator buttons, doorknob. Please try as much as possible to disinfect your hand before using and after using. And when you feel like you have COVID-19, you have flu, you don't even know if it's COVID-19 COVID-19. Please stay at home and try to contact. There are numbers for every country right now to contact the health workers, to contact the public health. If you actually have the COVID-19, try to get the number of your own country to contact public health workers, so that whenever someone has it around you, or you notice someone is having you in your family, or you yourself, you can easily call. So stay at home and call, and they will come for you. And you know what? Stay away from God. Any shishigagi. I supposed to attend the wedding yesterday. You know what? Thank God the husband and wife to be, they actually understand the situation, because I won't even go. Go to wedding in this time? No, that is impossible. I won't go. So they literally cancel it. So thank you so much, Big Global family. We love you so much. Thank you for your comments, for your criticism, for your recommendation, for your suggestion, for liking us, for loving us, for loving our videos, for sharing them, for watching them. Thank you. Without you guys, we can't be here. We can't just be talking to ourselves. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to click the subscribe. The moment you finish watching the video, please subscribe. Beside the subscribe, button where you click the subscribe button, there will be a bell. Bang down. Beside it, please don't forget to click on it, so that you'll be notified whenever we post any video. Thank you so much for your, for your love, for being there for us. We love you. Please stay safe. Protect yourself, protect your family, and God bless. Mwah.